All right. Oh, sit my ass down. Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, welcome back. I hope you're all having a very nice day. I am here. I don't know if I'm going to make this a Chris Allen recap. I don't know if I'm going to make this an opinion video. I got no clue. But regardless of not knowing what to make it, it still needs to be done. And obviously, the hint is right here in front of us. Well, what does this picture mean? For those of you males, this might be very familiar to you, especially on this day. What's important is the day. For those females who probably don't even watch me, you might not know. Today is November 1st. What is so special about that day? It's the start of No Nut fucking November, baby. What does that mean? It is the month where select groups of alpha, Chad, Sigma males participate in not masturbating for a while. So, I'm going to kind of give my opinion on that, give my history on that, and declare my stance on No Nut November. So, let's start with the history. Me personally, I have not participated in No Nut November for a long time in my young adolescent life. Albeit, I was a late bloomer. I did not start pleasuring myself until very late in my adolescence, until I got basically clowned on for revealing that I didn't know what it was and I thought it was disgusting. Oh, how wrong I was. It's like the exact opposite of what I thought. I thought it was like, stupid and silly to pleasure oneself. And lo and behold, I do it the most out of all my friends and peers. So, for a long time, I did not want to or like No Nut November. But over time, I noticed the nut had a hold on me. My own cock had a hold on my daily activities. Sometimes I just pleasure myself for pleasure. But most of the time, I'd pleasure myself because there was nothing else to do. I wanted to waste time. I just wanted to feel good. And so, one year, albeit last year, I thought to myself, you know what? I will participate in No Nut November. Even without No Nut November, I would eventually nut so much that, aside from I would bleed, which is normal with the rate I did it at, let's just say that, I would also hate it so much where it would take more to get me off, in a sense. So, I took breaks on my own without No Nut November. I'd be like, alright, for this week, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, for these 3-4 days, I'm not going to do anything. So that way it feels better. Because if you do something too much, it loses its feeling and its taste. And that's no change with nutting. I don't know why I said taste. I don't do that. I don't do that stuff. It loses its value. It depreciates in value. Let's say that. So, I used to do this short term regularly. I used to take breaks. But I was like, you know what? Let me fuck around. Let me find out. Let me do No Nut November. And when you're addicted to something, much like I am with pleasure, it's very hard sometimes. It's very hard to just cold turkey just drop it. Now, a lot of people fail No Nut November. Now, notice how I said people and not gods. So, a lot of people fail No Nut November, and I actually read up some articles about this too. They usually fail around the 2-week mark. It has something to do with the chemicals in your brain or something with the brain where it's like after 2 weeks, that's when the hardest hit of you wanting to go back to it goes. And I've seen all these other articles about, oh, if you stop jerking off, you'll improve your life, you'll make more connections, you'll do this, you do that. You'll do so many great things. But I think most of it's a load of bull. But anyway, I did it. I tried it. And I'm not going to lie. At some points, it was very hard. I will not kid with this. Most of the time, though, I felt it wasn't like I just had too much time on my hands. I feel like people who fail No Nut November have too much time on their hands and they get too distracted. Now, spoiler alert, I'm one of the gods. I'm one of the gods who last year went through the full month of November without nutting. And it was absolutely great. It was absolutely great because then once I went back to it, I was like, damn, how could I have let this go? I'm going to do this all the time, every day, multiple times a day. And, obviously since then I've calmed down, but it's always great to take a refresher from things. So, I will, in fact, be participating in it again this year. Now, last year when I started, it wasn't that hard up until maybe like a week and change after I got the urges. Before that, I didn't have any urges because I did it nonstop. But after that, I had urges occasionally, and definitely near the end, I was having major urges. But I was like, I held through, I held fast, and I just waited. Because my cock will not control me. I will control my cock. So, it was tough, but I persevered. Now, now, that messed up my whole train of thought. God damn it. My family's interrupting my No Nut November speech. So, this year, I'm already feeling it day one, man. This shit's gonna be fucking hard. Last year, it's like I said, it took a week and then change for me to feel it. I'm already feeling it right now. I'm so used to doing it, especially since I'm unemployed and doing nothing anyway. I'm so used to just pleasuring myself just to do it and get what little pleasure I can from this life that it's like, I don't know what to do. I literally like just had a schedule of like, okay, I'm done doing this, I'm done doing that, I'm done doing what I normally do. Oh, I guess I'll, slap on the sights and go do what I need to do. Now I don't know what to do and I want to do it. But this year's going to be tough. This year's No Nut November is definitely going to be tougher for me, but I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to try and do it. But being a champion of No Nut November already, I don't have to do it, but I'll do it just to prove I'm that much of a fucking god. So yeah, I will again be participating in No Nut November. I've won it once before, I'll do it again. So there's also some opinions about No Nut November that I've seen from different people in different groups. Now, I wanted to go over that a little bit as well. I think there's basically two sides to this, but they could be divided into further categories, or they can be talked about in more separate groups. So, obviously, you're either doing it or you're not doing it. The people who are doing it probably have different reasons. My reason is, I want to prove I could do it, one, but that's not the major reason. I've already proved I can do it. And I feel like if you prove you can do something once, you most likely can do it again. And after the first time you prove it, you're kind of like, people will be like, okay, he did it once, you did it again. And there's an honor system for No Nut November. You say you pass it if you pass it. If you lie about that shit, and granted, there's no real way to tell unless you have a girlfriend and, or boyfriend, I'm not judging. And, they see you nut, then there's no really way to tell, for the majority of males at least. So it's an honor system, and hopefully everyone is honorable. If you don't pass it, you gotta take pride in that. But there's people who do it to prove that they can do it, which I'm not a part of, because I've already proved I can do it. And then there's people who are pressured into it because it's group camaraderie. Now, I like competition, and there's people who challenged me with No Nut November. There's people who said, I'll last longer than you. You'll definitely break, Chris, because you do it at least 3 times a day. There's no way you could last. And you know what? They broke before me. Say what up. Say what up. What you want to do. What you want to fucking do. I'm a god. But anyway, it's to prove a point, and it's to prove that you can. But for me specifically, the reason I'm doing it, because I don't need to prove the point anymore. The reason I am doing it is purely for the fact that I want to reset myself. I want to give my wiener a month-long break, so that way when I return to pleasuring myself, hopefully I don't die between them, I will experience much more euphoria than I normally do. The best time that I've ever pleasured myself was the first time, because I had years of, it not being used for its purpose. And it was the best. The longer you wait, obviously with diminishing results, but the longer you wait, the better it feels. So a month long of waiting, it's going to feel really fucking good. I'll tell you what. I still remember the first thing I did. Like, the first thing I looked at last December, December 1st. The first thing I looked at. I think it was at night, too. I don't remember if I waited for the day or the night. I actually don't remember. But I was very happy, and it felt very nice. So I'm hoping to recapture that feeling. So those are all the reasons why I think people do it. Basically, three reasons. People get peer pressured into it / competition. People want to prove they could do it, or they want to give themselves a break so it'll feel better. Now, on the other side of the fence, on the other side of Guantanamo Bay, you got the people that are like, no, I won't do it. It's stupid. It's stupid, and I don't like it, and it's dumb. Why would I participate in something that's dumb? I'll do it if I want to. You guys are stupid. And to those people, I say, you're weak. You're weak, and you let your cock control you. You don't control your cock controls you. Shame. For shame on you. Shame that I have to be the same identity of you as a male. But regardless, their thinking is, why the hell am I doing something so stupid? The real question is, why the fuck are you doing anything? Most of the time, I already explained the reasons why, it's to prove a point. These people, either A, actually think it's stupid and can do it, but choose not to, which is a vast low majority. It's almost as rare as the schnoz male, but that's for another video. But the people who can do it and just choose not to do it and go through November, you'll never know because they'll never be able to prove it. And they're like 1 in a million, perhaps even 1 in a billion. Hell, I don't even know. But aside from that, you have people who say they can do it and really can't do it because they're addicted to masturbating. And to those people, I say, shame on you. You suck and you're weak. And then there's people who just, you know, think it's, I don't know, just stupid. And that's, I mean, they all think it's stupid probably, but their reasoning of why it's stupid is, I guess, what changes. They either think it's stupid because they can't do it and they don't want to be made fun of, so they kind of lie, like, oh, it's stupid, why would I do that? I could do it at any time. And then there's the people who actually think it's stupid, who just don't do it because they think it's fucking dumb. And most things in life are dumb. Fucking choose what you like and just get over it. No November, though, is for champions. Now, that's basically it. I mean, that's basically what I want to describe. The main thing I'll say, though, about No November is this is one of the few months where I actually do want to live. I don't want to end it all. And why is that? Because I want to make it to December 1st. I want to, you know, release the load. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm depressed again. I want to die. I'm usually depressed, but now I have actually something to look forward to in the future that won't go down. It could only get better in the future up until December 1st, basically. Even if I fail on November, which I don't think I will, but even if I do fail it, let's say I fail it on November 25th, that's 25 days of pent-up pleasure, and that's going to be great. So now, every day that goes by is a challenge, but it's every day added on to the pleasure. So it's actually one of the few months where I get a reason to want to keep going, at least for a little bit, and I don't want to end it all. But I'll end this off here. That's basically my opinions on and stuff on No Nut November. I want to title this something funny. I want to title it like, it has begun or some shit, because I don't want it to be my opinions on No Nut November, even though it could be. We gotta get creative with these titles. We gotta get YouTube famous somehow, so we're doing that. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm out of here to figure out what I'm gonna do, because normally I would have done something else, but I can't do that anymore. But yeah, I'm out of here.